33. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down.
From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw again is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
On a jet sweep, here comes Chark, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Jones. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
17.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll need to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
2 yards on the
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. From the gun on 3rd down. Elam, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Elam. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
9-yard gain on the play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Mark Andrews,
Touchdown.
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
For the
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Yeah. Hey, report.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That's complete to Hightower. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember,